Hello, hello. Welcome everyone to Pause the Journal celebration and lunch party. You are here, you made it. I see you. Hello. Oh my goodness, look at all these wonderful faces and people. If you want to come on Zoom and say hello, you're welcome to join me visually. Hi, Joe. Hi, Val. Hi, David. Hi, Darcy. Hi, Erin. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Jill. Hi, Joe. Oh, I said you already. Hi, Letty. Hi. It's great to see you all. And thanks for coming today. I so appreciate it. And so today, I'm just going with the flow here. I don't actually have that much planned out, but I thought it'd be fun to just have everybody here together and celebrate. We're going to do a little breath work together. We've got my forward writer. We've got some blurb writers here. We've got some moral supporters and spiritual advisors and grammar correctors and all of the above. So just thank you for being all here. And anyone just want to say hello, just type in the chat where you are coming in from today. And yes, Ronald, you can finish your apple and all is well. I know, Joe, you were fighting to be here on time because you have kids home from school on a snow day. And because you wrote the forward, I thought it would be kind of fun for you to like forward me in the party. Are you up for that?
Definitely. Yeah. The kids are out sledding. So timing is good.
Awesome. Well, thanks. And thanks for being here. You want to just introduce yourself and share, and we'll go from there?
You bet. Sure. Rachel, congratulations. It's super exciting to be here. Hello, everyone. I'm Joe Kuchera. I'm a author, writer, marketing consultant, Hispanic marketing consultant. And let's see, my story was featured in Rachel's book, Pause. It was a forced pause, laid off from a job once and then twice. And during that time, I realized, the importance of taking a pause and journaling, meditating, doing all these things, for self-care. And so bravo, Rachel. Great. Thank you for having your follow-up book, Pause the Journal here. And congratulations.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much. High five for you. I give a lot of like visual high fives. So thanks for being here. And yeah, Joe's a big part of Pause. He's one of the Pause stories featured and also wrote the foreword. So just thank you so much. And this is the book, by the way. And this is the champagne that's for celebrating the book. So if you have a glass, you want to raise it with me. I know it might be a little early. You might have your tea or your coffee. There you go, Jill. That's right. Hug in a mug. I love it. You can hug in a mug and sip in a glass. Cheers, everyone. Bing. All right. Yes. So let's start off with some breath work. Who's up for that? Just type in the chat, me, breath work. This is something that I recently have become certified in. And to me, it's just deepened my pause practice. It's all about pausing and intentional shifts in behavior. To me, breath work has been such a great deepening of my practice. So if you'd like to join me, what I'm going to do is we're just going to be sitting here together. I'll guide you through some breaths. We're going to have an intention because that's all about pausing, right? Intentional shifts in behavior. And I'll play some music, and we'll probably go no more than like 7 minutes, 8 minutes, probably total. All right. So allow yourselves to be treated to this beautiful modality, breath work. It actually helps. Has anyone done breath work before? Just raise your hand or type in the chat if you have. So you might know some of the breath works. Oh, Sarab is here. My husband's coming. Yay, he could make it. He's in the other room, like 2 doors down. And so breath work is an option, it's a powerful way to reconnect with your body and be present. And so today, what I wanted to call in on 2/2/22, by the way, right? This is a pretty profound day. It's an auspicious day, but from what I'm learning about it with my friends who are really into numerology, and maybe some of you know about this, you can type in the chat what I'm missing or don't know. It's a portal, and I like to call it a pause portal, where we're more connected to the energies of the world and the spiritual realm, the cosmics of the universe. And I just love that. And that's actually why I chose this day for the launch. So if you'll join me with my mantra, the mantra we're going to use today is all is well. It's a pretty simple one. All is well. So if you want to go ahead and uncross your legs and uncross your arms, the breath pattern we're going to do as you just continue normal breathing right now is a simple halo active breath, inhaling through your nose and then exhaling through your mouth. So just that's the two-part breath, consciously inhaling through your nose and then an audible exhale, like if you were sitting next to someone, you could hear them exhaling. So we'll do that, a little bit of that, and then we're going to switch it into a blow breath. A blow breath is when we exhale through our mouth and inhale through our mouth, but we're just doing a shorter inhale and exhale. So it looks like this. So you're kind of blowing through your mouth. So it's a little shorter and you're kind of snapping in your belly. And it's an energizing breath. I think on February 2nd, 2022, what else could we use more than energy, right? Energizing ourselves. And then I might ask you to do a top hold. That's just holding your breath at the top. Exhaling, maybe holding at the bottom, and then that will be it, okay? So just go ahead and uncross your arms, uncross your legs. If you'd like to close your eyes, feel free to do that, knowing that all is well. And I'm putting on some music here, just knowing that that is coming. Just inhaling normally. Just taking this moment in your day to know that all is well. A couple extra normal breaths here, nothing unusual. We'll move into the breath pattern in a moment. Taking a moment out of your day just to know all is well. Feeling your presence, feeling your feet on the ground, and just starting with that conscious halo active breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. You can let out a sigh, let out a noise, anything that feels good for you. And going at your own pace, know that all is well. That's it. Taking this moment to check in. How is your body feeling today in this moment? If you're feeling the urge to move anything, maybe move your neck or your shoulders, moving your fingers or your toes, just allowing that movement to complete as the body is arriving. Asking yourself, being curious, what is here for me today? What is my body here to tell me about? Share. And if you're noticing any thoughts, that's all a-okay. Continue to just breathe. Noticing any resistance. Invite that resistance in. Be present with you. Being curious. What is here for me today? Exhaling. We'll move into now, when you feel ready, the blow breath. We'll do about 20 blow breaths here at your own pace. Going at your own pace and trusting your body. Your body knows the breath. Let your body do the work. feeling connected. Five more here. Hold at the top. And then holding right here. Whatever breath is inside of you in this breath. Keeping that breath contained. Knowing that your body can choose when to release that breath. And when it's ready to just release, allowing that breath to exhale. Turning back to that two-part here. All is well. There's nothing else I need to worry about right now. Perfect. Exactly. We'll take one more deep breath together and hold at the top. Next inhale. Allowing your lungs to expand. Feeling that breadth and that expansion of that capacity you hold. Giving yourself permission to stretch. Rest. Release. Feeling that oxygen permeate every cell and exhaling when you letting the body release. Let go. Feel ready. Open your eyes. Coming back into the room. Feeling your senses, maybe the ground, wiggling your toes. Your fingers, noticing the colors and the textures. So thank you all. All is well. I appreciate you joining me for breath work, and just type into the comments if you feel called to share how that was for you or anything that you'd like to pass along as part of our container here today. And thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm feeling the energy of February 2nd, 2022, Pause the Journal launch. Yes. And people are asking about the music. I actually have Pause the Journal playlist that I've made in Spotify, and I actually wanted to share that. So let me copy that and you'll have it in the chat if you are so inclined. And we played the first two songs, or the first two songs. Ta-da! So now you have an extra bonus playlist for being here today. And yes, thank you for all the comments. Hi, Darcy. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Smita, Dianalos, and Sarab. Hello, Debbie. I know you just got here, Pia. Thank you for being here. And I know I see Kim here. I see some folks from my writing class of 2021 who helped to be endorsing the books. Raise your hand if you actually provided a blurb, or put it in the chat if you were able to get a sneak peek at Pause the Journal and put in a blurb or a forward. And we just want to recognize all of you who've been supporting me. I see some of you here, but I know that's you, Val. Val is a published author. If you want to put in your books too, Ronald's an author and Kimberly is an author. I published under Kimberly's what's it called? The house, like the imprint. Thank you. And Kim, I don't know if you want to say a couple words, but I would love you to just say hello and introduce yourself, because I know you have a great program for aspiring authors, and we just love you to say hi, as you were a big part of me getting this journal out the door and published.
Well, the hard work is what you did, Rachel. So congratulations to you. This is a super amazing accomplishment. And, when the rubber meets the road, you did all the hard work to get it done. I just gave you a path to follow. So big kudos to you. And you're now actually a 2-time published author. So even more to celebrate. So congratulations to you. I'm so proud of you. And you got it across the finish line, and welcome to 2022, baby, a 2-time published author. Woo woo.
Yeah, thank you. And I think, we all have our our mental chatter, and mine was like, oh, it's just a journal. Like whatever journal. You already wrote a real book. And so that was my mental cha-cha, and just thank you for reminding me. And I know that's not accurate, but at the same time, you know, it's just so great to celebrate it and to have you all here as part of that. And I'm taking questions too. So if you have questions, I don't know if I can get a volunteer from the room here to just kind of like be my auditor for the questions. But I would love to just hear if there are questions about the journal, I can answer them. And then would you be up for a couple journaling prompts? I'm happy to share them and talk about the book a little bit, because I think that that could be cool. All right. Yeah. Thumbs up. All right. So just to give you a little bit of context. So the journal has the first 5, actually it's 6 chapters where I talk about how to use the journal. So up until page 27, it's literally just the text of why I think it's important. And here's all your fabulous blurbs, by the way, in my couple pages of the book, including, well, let me see who's here. We've got Val, who is the author of Chief Inspiration Officer. We've got Darcy, who wrote Thoughtfully Fit, Your Training Plan for Life and Success. We got Ronald Smith, President and Chief Visionary at Connection App. And Sharon Salzberg and Ariana Huffington couldn't make it today, sorry, but they also endorsed the book, which I was so thrilled about, along with Sage Levine and Kate Eckman and Kim Chesney and Barnett Bain, who's a well, he's a filmmaker. So I'm just couldn't be more thrilled with the people who've helped me get this to your hands. So regarding the prompts, the way it works is every day there's 90 days of journaling in the book, and it looks like this. So the first page has the prompts, and these were very thoughtfully chosen. I did a lot of just experimentation, and then there's a blank page, and really this is just meant to be one day. So we're going to go through this a little bit today, but I'm going to read. Here's what I like to do. Does anyone else do this, where you pick a random page in a book, you just kind of feather through it, and whatever that is like the thing you do that day? Or
Yes.
So I'm gonna do that for our quote, okay? Because every day has a new quote, and I love the quotes, every one of them. So here we go. Ready? What's the 222 quote? Sometimes you need to press pause to let everything sink in. Sebastian Vettel. Okay, that's pretty appropriate. I don't think there could have been a better quote. So here's what we're going to do. So if you have a pen and a piece of paper, actually, I asked you to bring 2 pieces of paper. The first one was going to be a little icebreaker, but I think we're just going to skip that. So we're only going to need 1 piece of paper and a pen. So the first thing you're going to do is just what I like to start out is write the date, because it kind of grounds us in the present time. And then your personal fuel tank rating, score of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest fuel you have, and 10 being like off the charts, incredible. You're at your all-time best. So give yourself a fuel tank rating. And then what I like to start every day out with is a word of the day or a headline. And what I like to think about it is, you could come up with a word. It could be the same every day, but it could also be a headline, like a tagline for yourself. So it might be, for me, it might be book launch on auspicious day. You know, just making that one up. But this is kind of meant to have fun with it. It could be, you know, something you want to orient to in your day. So go ahead and write in your day. And if you wanted to use the chat as your journal, I invite you, if you're feeling like that would be better for you. You don't have paper, then just type in the stuff if you're comfortable with that, but it's totally your call, no pressure. I'm just trying to have some fun. Okay, so the next prompt is, today I desire. Today I desire. So this is intended for, and all of these prompts have explanations in the chapter, but the idea is that this can be really what your to-do list could be, or it could be in a higher intention. It's really how you want to use it for the day. And I associate desires with yearnings, which is part of my training from the Right Foundation. If you're from the Right Foundation, say hello in the chat, say Right Foundation. I think there's a couple of you here. But the idea is you can use it for whatever works for you. Today I desire.
Rachel, what was the first one again?
Yeah, the first one was the word of the day or a headline. Word of the day or a headline. And they can be short. Like this is one that I wrote, and I have just like, you know, a word. The journal will have lines in it, by the way, on the right side. This is the non-lined version. I just chose to put lines in at the end because I think that was better, but maybe I'll take them out. The Kindle will not have lines because you cannot draw in the Kindle. Okay, then the third prompt, we'll just keep moving. Dream worth pausing for. So this is about what is your dream? And the whole subtext of this book is how to use intentional writing to create your dream, or to create your dreams, I should say. And when we choose to be intentional, then we have a much higher probability. We actually have 30% more, we're 30% more likely to reach our goals. And we're actually helping our brains process our thoughts in a different way to make them more concrete. And if any of you have any additional tidbits to offer, because I know you're such wise and knowledgeable others here, you can let us know if there's anything else that you know about writing down your dreams and why they're worth pausing for. So it might just be something you're working on. It could be a big lofty goal or a dream, or it might just be today's dream. Like, what do you really want today? And then I'll keep talking, but if I'm going too fast, please let me know. The follow-up to that prompt is, I think, a really exciting one because it's actually making it more actionable. So what's one little thing I can do today towards it? What's one little thing I can do towards my dream today? So that could be your next step. It could be to tell someone about it. It could be to talk more about it. I guess that's the same thing a little bit. But it's like the thing that you could do today as you write it down. So we just did about half of the prompts, just so you know. So there's not too many. And then you've got a blank slate page. If you'd like to keep going, we can do one more. I know I don't want to like monopolize everyone's time journaling today, but this was a very interesting creative picture I drew the other day. I don't know really what that was, but that's why the blank slate is so interesting. And I think what inspired me to write that was Jessica Morales, my colleague, who has a journal called Mind Optimization, and she does a lot of she does hypnotherapy and like EFT and tapping, and we both study neuroscience. But the reality is that type of a page where you can just free draw really stimulates your own possibilities of vision and then your whole, what is it, the left side of your brain. No, I get it wrong all the time. The right side of your brain, the creative part, like it's having a chance to be witnessed in ways that you wouldn't otherwise see in your messaging. And this whole side of our brain is activated, right? When we, yeah, I'm always doing the wrong side. I think it's part of my left-handedness. I'm not sure. Right, Debbie? I know we talked about that. Yeah. All right. So how are we feeling about the journaling? How was that experience for you? Just type it into the chat. Love that you're doing that. Thank you. Awesome, Kia. Yeah, the time is well spent. So you just so you know what the other prompts are, because I won't leave you hanging in the like lurch here. If you wanted to write more, the vision for the day. So what's your actual vision for your day? And that can, what I think about that is like, it's just how am I going to potentially like live into my word of the day? Like how is this happening, or why will this work this way? So it can work like that. It's first person present tense, I like to think of it. And then celebration and gratitude pause. So you're celebrating one thing, which helps us orient to the positive. We are more in the zone of possibility. And when we activate our gratitude for others and ourselves, then we end up feeling more connected to ourselves. We cultivate more joy. There's so much science on this. So that's actually intentional to really write that. And then the last prompt is support note to myself. And I went through many names with this. It was called a love note. It was called like, I don't know, probably a couple other names there, but I ended up going with support note to myself. So it's like your little, cheering yourself on. And I think we can't do enough of that. And especially if there are people that choose to use this. So it's actually available and designed to be used as an individual or with teams. So if there was like a group working on a product at a company or a book club or a journal club, like you could actually write a thank you note to someone on that team and then share it. And then you could also, as a collective, use that journaling in service to your common goal. You don't have to talk about the journaling per se, but it's, I think, an effective way to really harness group group collaboration and orient towards a common goal in a way that I don't think really happens now. Maybe I'm wrong. If anyone else knows any group journaling activities, please let me know. I'm not really sure. Yeah, and I'm curious, I'll take a poll here. Like, would you use a journal in a group setting? I feel like that's a new avant-garde concept. But if you were to, like, I wonder if would you do that? And, it might be just to do it, or could probably depend on the group, right? Like, it might not be suitable for all the groups. Yeah, we just did it as a group. That's true. So does anyone want to share about the experience? I'll open up the floor just for some comments or thoughts if anyone wants to share. No pressure, but if you just want to say hello, that's fine too, or talk about what that experience was like to use those prompts. I'm going to sip my champagne here.
Hi, Rachel, I can share.
Sure,
So
thanks.
first of all, congratulations, such an exciting day today. So I think everything you just did, I think could be fabulous in a group. I'm just thinking about one of the training group coaching that I'm doing right now, just even starting with the breath work to get people grounded and feel energized. Like you did it in such a way where I wasn't like in a meditative, now I need to go to sleep, right? Like it was really nice to just pause and be in that moment. I think the group coaching questions get people a chance to set that intention that you mentioned earlier, which people forget to do. They go through these trainings and they're so focused on their stress and their day-to-day that they forget, why am I actually here? So you brought us back to, or at least you brought me back to visioning something that I want even just for my day, which is so cool. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Val. I really appreciate that feedback. That's awesome. Thanks. Yeah. Cool. Anyone else want to share?
I'm going to pop in and say, congratulations, Rachel. It's super exciting. And so one of my favorite things about what you just did with us is how quick it can be and how simple it can be. Like, I don't need to set aside 45 minutes or an hour for journal. Like it's, it can be short and concise and get into where we need to get into and really powerful. And just for my own personal experience today, I have something on my plate that I have been avoiding and pushing. And even my husband just walked in on a break from his office and he was like, so how's it going? I'm like, oh, I have no more excuses. I have to actually do it now. And then the reminder for this thing popped up and I was like, oh, but I can jump on now and support Rachel instead, right? So I came here, but just that like simple exercise dropped me back into why it's important for me to take this next step. What is like, how can I do it in a way that feels good, that keeps me moving forward, that, isn't like getting me towards my dream. And so just the simplicity of that was like, oh, see, this is why I actually jumped on to support Rachel right now so that she could support me in allowing me to take this next step. So it was perfect. And I just want to say how powerful that was. Even for those of us who typically do this kind of thing, we still need that outside influence to come in and drop us in and get us back to where we need to go.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Thanks.
High five for you. And I'm so glad it all worked out. See, all is well.
All is well.
And that worked out great. Yeah. High five. Thanks so much. That's awesome.
Rachel, I was just going to say, first of all, congratulations. Well done. Amazing to get it across the finish line. So great. But what I loved about that exercise was that it added clarity. Like there's this, I know that I want this thing, but just writing it down, like gave it a laser focus and really helped me in actually the next meeting I'm going to about what I want to accomplish in that meeting. So that was really great. And then also to be like, oh yeah, and I'm making progress. So in that short span, I got clarity about what I want to create for my day, but I also felt like I got the progress. So I felt like I got a boost of energy from doing that. So two great things. Great question.
Yes.
Really, I mean, I'm sure you agonized over what those questions were, but really they're spot on. So well done.
Oh, well, thank you. Wow. Thanks, Ronald. I appreciate that so much. And good luck on your next meeting. That's exciting. And I realize, we've got some amazing individuals here today in our collective. And If you want to do a breakout, let me know. We can do that in the chat, maybe groups of 5 or 6, just so we have more people. But you can network a little bit too. I think I would love to provide that for everybody. And if you were on the Pause squad, if you were a promoter, like you volunteered to help get the word out and buy the Kindle and the pre-order, I would love to recognize you. Just put in the chat Pause squad, or Pause squad is fine actually. So you don't have to be a squatter, but I just want to really thank you all for that, and think that would be that was a very powerful way to have some fun, and I credit Kimberly for that idea as my writing coach, who had a similar methodology when she launched her book, Write and Grow Rich. So thank you, Kimberly, for that. Yeah. Yeah, get all the Pause squatters coming out. Yeah. And I know, like I asked in the form for the RSVP, how we knew each other. So it's fun to kind of, see how we all have our interwoven network of people, but it's fun because I do know many people here from different walks of life. So if, for those who are sharing, I guess now going forward, or put in the chat if you already shared, just say how we know each other. And if you're wanting to share what you do, or, who you are, then that would be awesome as well. Let's have some fun with that. Yeah, all optional, of course. Who else would like to share? Just share how you know me and anything else that comes into play around the journal, or your own journaling experience, or anything else that you'd like to share. If not, that's all good too. Yeah. All right. So look at all these cool ways that I know you guys. The Women Rocking Business Sisterhood, the Authoresses group. Yeah, I didn't call that out, but there's this incredible group of women. I think we're global, right? And it's a couple, I don't even know how many women are on it, but it's actually women authors. So you have to be a published author to be on the group, but it's an incredible sisterhood that just supports like-minded women who, when we're going through a launch, or we have questions around the process of publishing, or needing something else, then they're always there. And I just want to recognize you who are here from that group and have endorsed the book even. So Val and Darcy, and there might have been some more, but I don't see them right here. But there are a few that weren't on in the invite here. Yeah. All right. So here we go. Yeah. So Jennifer, I'd like to call out. So Jennifer's my coach right now. Jennifer Mallory and I, we've been doing some peer coaching. So I got certified through the ICF, and there's this great, essentially like peer-to-peer coaching you can sign up for. And it's the first round that I've been doing, but I've really been enjoying coaching with you, and it's been a lot of fun. So thanks for coming today. And for any of you coaches out there, anyone here a coach or an ICF coach? I don't know if there's anyone else, but I highly recommend the peer-to-peer coaching. It's $55 for like 6 sessions. It's like the best deal out there as a coach. Yay. All right. Well, how are we feeling about breakouts? Do people want to do that? Give me like a thumbs up, or like, nah, it's okay. We don't need to do that. I always like experimenting, so I can do something different. But I'm not seeing them. Okay. Yes. All right. Let's do it, and then we'll just come back in like 5 minutes. So we're going to have a breakout rooms. There's going to be 4 or 5 people in a room, and maybe not everyone's able to join, and that's okay. But you just introduce yourself, say who you are, and maybe what brought you here today, and something you're excited about, something you're excited about right now today, and just have some fun. And if you'd like to, put your emails in the chat if you find anyone interesting, or just feel like you're wanting to do that, then I invite you to do that too. It's all up to you. All right, ready? I'll start us off, and then I'll join one of the rooms too, if I can. All right, I love it. I'd like to thank the Academy. I appreciate you being here today, and yeah, it's been a wild ride. What can I say? I don't know. I'd like to thank my mom, God, my brother, my dog Luke, who's in the great boneyard up above, and everyone else who's helped to make this dream come true. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was a joke. I'm just gonna close. Welcome back. Hello, welcome everyone. All right, well, hopefully that was helpful just to get some fresh new people and learn something new about somebody and share something fun. So anyone want to say anything from that experience or just something else that feels like it's relevant from you to share from your group? You can tell I'm a facilitator. That's all I do.
I'll jump in real quick, Rachel. Hi, it's
Thank you.
Pia. I don't know if you were just in my group or not, but I didn't have a chance to give you my biggest virtual hug and congratulations. I'm so happy for you and proud of you. It's been an amazing process to watch unfold, and you're super inspiring.
Yeah.
So
And tell us a
just
little
wanted to
bit
give you
about you too, because I know you've got some stuff going on as well.
Oh my God, you have no idea, sister child. When I see you in the next mastermind, you'll hear all about it. But yeah, I'm no less hectic than you usually see me. In fact, today is more hectic, but I just told my little group I'm a holistic life coach, and I specialize in bringing together the Eastern stillness with Western actionable mindset through the modalities of yoga and mindset mastery in personal development. So that's my little elevator pitch. And I was starting to say, Ronald really inspired me with his pithy little hook in go from I can't do this anymore to I love my job. I need to whittle down my intro statement to a really good emotional appeal like that just gets you. So good job, Ronald. That's amazing marketing. You've been through the process really well. And yeah, so thanks for asking me to share. That's my share, and just congratulations. And I found your guidance and the starting with the breath work just so brilliant, drops a person right into the space inside their body. You know, it's like that little, it's what creates the disconnection from the external that we're trying to take that pause from, and drops you right into your body and your personal space. So you did such a beautiful job with that. It's such a brilliant way to start. And the whole concept, someone else mentioned also, but I'll just second the thought that the pause concept of like, it doesn't have to be this whole like, now I'm going to get all woo woo and take an hour off and go to another planet. But it's like, nope, you can stay right in the middle of your regular old material world working day and still find that place within yourself that's available to you for 5 minutes. So awesome.
Yes, yes. High five, Pia. Thank you for that powerful share. Story of my life. You don't need a big thing. It can happen anytime, anywhere. I love it. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Anything else? I know I'm going to wrap up here in a couple minutes, but I just want to give anyone else the opportunity to share if you'd like to. It doesn't have to be about me. It could be about anything if you'd like. Anyone who hasn't shared that wants to share. Hi, Chrissy. I see you now.
I'm so excited for you. This is just so great. And I have not been a journaler, except what I count as like my papers for the Wright Graduate University is like the closest I've ever gotten to really journaling.
Pretty close, by the way. I think a little more structure in your sentences probably needed.
A little more structure, although some of them start as like free flow and then I get to the structure.
But tell us about you, Chrissy. Yeah, tell us how we know each other. I guess we'll probably know that now. And what do you do? You got some cool stuff.
Well, I know Rachel from the Wright Graduate University where she graduated, and I am shortly following in a few months.
You're almost there.
Almost there. Yeah, and I run a leadership development, self-awareness development consulting business where I work primarily with startups, especially early stage startups, because I really believe that if you plant those seeds early, then the founders and the employees can go on to their next ventures and bring what they've learned forward with them. So yeah, we do like a 12-week new and aspiring manager program. So I know someone in my group had just written a book about that. So very related.
Wow. Who wrote the book about that? That's pretty cool. I think it was Val probably.
Yeah, Val. Yeah.
Yeah. The Chief Inspiration Officer. And are you still on do you have your podcast?
I do. It's called Ask Huh. It's I've sort of been on like pause for a little bit, but it's got like 10 episodes, I think. It'll be back.
Ask Huh.
Yeah.
Heard it here first. Ask Huh. Yeah, it's great. So Chrissy and I come from the world of the studying of the emotional learning, and what I love about your podcast is you talk about that and have like some really awesome candid conversations with guests and just about like you're asking, like, what's that all about? And I think it's just pretty innovative and fun as well, and good stuff. Yeah,
thanks, Rachel.
Thank you for coming, representing WGU tonight, our alma mater for grad school transformational leadership. Woo! All right,
love it.
All right, everybody, how are we feeling? If you'd like to put your name in your email in the chat, that's totally optional, but if you'd like to, anyone could save the chat. You can click on these 3 buttons towards the lower right. And if you open the participants panel and you go to the bottom and you click on the right 3 buttons and then you go save chat, do it once people have theirs off and you'll see the chat. You'll have the whole saved chat there so that you can, if you'd like to email anyone you met or follow up with anyone, because all of you are incredible, FYI, and we are all doing incredible things in the world, authors, leaders, coaches, CEOs, journalers, there's just no shortage of incredible people here, and even, you know, moms, like you guys, everybody does something, dads. All right, everyone. So with that, let's close, and just in a moment, you know, just taking a second to just kind of orient towards, you know, this word of the day, maybe you wrote down, or the thing that you're excited about today. I think, you know, when we just bring that into consciousness, it's like our whole day can change and our whole trajectory can be different. And it's just always it's never too late to do that, even if it's 3:48 p.m. on a Wednesday, on a 2/2/22. Oh yeah, share your LinkedIn. That's smart. I could have said that myself. And I will be celebrating with you in spirit. Thank you all so much for your support. Blessings. Thank you very much. And all of you, I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. So thank you for being here. Thank you for helping me celebrate and helping me get the word out. Today, it's still available at 50% off on Kindle, and it's going to go back up tomorrow. So if you know anyone who could use a journal, you can't write in the Kindle, but they'll get the gist of the book, and then they can use a notebook, and it's still pretty good. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you. We will see you soon. In the ethers, on the internet. Bye, everybody.
Rachel.
Bye, everybody.
Bye,
Thanks so
everyone.
much. Bye-bye.
Hi, Rachel.
Go, Rachel.
Bye.